How's it going, everybody, and welcome to something new today. So as you guys now know, I do have a YouTube channel. I've had this created for quite a long time now, for about at least 2 or 3 months, but I've never gotten around to making actual videos related to Collin and how he's been doing in tournaments. But I thought with the start of the new year, I could go ahead and start actually being active on this channel. I've always wanted to make round recaps, tournament recaps, and so on and so forth on the channel, just talking about that stuff, but I never got around to it. So either leave a comment below or tweet at me if you're interested in seeing videos like that, and let me know what else I could be doing on the channel. So today I'm going to be going through a schedule projection of the 2021 portion of the new season. Obviously the 2020 to 2021 season is already underway, but I wanted to revisit the schedule, take a look at all of the events because there's going to be a lot of events this new year. Alright, so starting from January, I expect him to play in the Century Tournament of Champions. Obviously he's qualified to that through the wins at PGA and Workday. I also expect him to play in the Sony, just because it's in Hawaii, and last year he led after the first round, so I feel like he's comfortable on the course, and obviously since they're both in Hawaii, it's kind of like a little vacation. And then I think he's going to take a week off and not play the American Express. And then, similar to last year, he's going to play the Farmers Insurance Open in California, the Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale because of how popular it is, and then it's going to be another week break at the Pro-Am. I don't feel like he's going to play at the Pro-Am. I don't think he has any incentive to, because he's gonna have a long stretch of tournaments here at the Genesis. I feel like he's gonna play in that. Then he's gonna go down to Mexico and play at the WGC, fly all the way over to Florida, and then play in the API, and then obviously play in the Players because the Players is the Players and Sawgrass is elite. And then after that 4-week stretch, I feel like he's gonna skip the Honda Classic. I don't see him playing that right before the WGC match play. And then I feel like he has a choice of going to either of these tournaments before the Masters. I don't think he'll play either of them, but if he does, it would most likely be the Valero, and obviously the Masters is a lock. After that, I don't think he'll play in the RBC Heritage. He will play in the Zurich Classic of New Orleans because Zurich is one of his sponsors. I am not sure which of these three he would pick before the PGA, but I'd imagine he'd play in Wells Fargo or Valspar. I don't see him playing the week before at the Byron Nelson. I don't believe he's played that in the past, so that's my reasoning behind that. And I also don't think he's going to take 3 weeks off. I just don't think that's what Collin would do. So after the PGA, the CS Challenge, obviously he lost there in a heartbreaker last year to Daniel Berger, missing the short putt. So I do think he'll come back and try to have a go at Colonial again. He played really well on the course. And then obviously the Memorial, everybody goes to that. Muirfield Village, he won there last year, so I expect him to hopefully do well. I know he didn't do as well at the actual Memorial tournament, but he's played well on the course. And then take a week off right before the US Open in Torrey Pines. And then after that, I feel like he would play the Travelers. He played earlier this year and missed the cut, so he might try to have a go at that again. The Rocket Mortgage Classic at Detroit is usually a pretty low scoring tournament, so he might tee it up there. I hope he tees it up again at the John Deere because he played really well there last year in 2019. And then we'll have the Open, which is probably the one tournament I'm the most hyped for. And I know he contended at the 3M last year, but I think he'd only consider the 3M if he wasn't qualified for the Olympics. Best case scenario, he plays the Open, skips the 3M, and is already qualified for the Olympics. Otherwise, I do think he'd play the 3M to try to qualify, and then probably skip the Barracuda right before the WGC. And obviously, we have no way of knowing if he'll qualify for the FedEx playoffs. A player of his caliber should be able to qualify for at least the first 2 events here, but hopefully he can win a tournament or 2 this next year and qualify for the Tour Championship. So best case scenario, obviously he plays all 3 of these playoff events. So that's all for my projections for the PGA Tour, but I know for a fact that he said that he's probably gonna try to play some events on the European Tour. He's already signed up for the membership there, so I'm not sure exactly how many events he'll play or which events he'll play. We can probably take a look at Patrick Reed's schedule this last year because he played on the Euro quite a bit. So as a recap, here's a list of some of the events that I believe he's going to play and or I want him to play. Obviously, there's a little gap here at the Travelers Rocket Mortgage, and then there's the John Deere. And I'm just not sure which two of the three or one of the three he's going to play before the Open, but I feel like he will play one of those 3 tournaments for sure. And then towards the end of the year, the Olympics is not guaranteed, the playoffs is not guaranteed, but hopefully Collin can put together some results and qualify for those. Obviously, the goal this year is to qualify for the Olympics. It's the top 4 US players in OWGR, I believe, and he is currently sitting in 5th behind Bryson DeChambeau, Xander Schauffele, Justin Thomas, and DJ. So it's going to be a grind all year trying to qualify for that, because all of those guys are really good players. And how he performs in these limited fields like the Sentry, like the WGC, like the majors, how he performs in those tournaments is definitely going to impact if he makes it to the Olympic team or not. But yeah, I'm going to be rooting for him all year to do so, and that's definitely going to be something that's going to be on the back of his mind and our minds as we follow him. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this new way that I've decided to present all this stuff, because I feel like a tweet would be kind of bland. And yeah, hopefully I can get this channel popping off a little more. Make sure to let me know in the comments or tweet me what kind of videos I can be making for the channel. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.